Hello, I am Saranya, the founder of Babypedia and a birth professional. I have experience as a childbirth educator, lactation counselor, a golden period educator, and a baby yoga expert for the past 5 years. And I have helped more than 1,000 couples navigate pregnancy, birth, and postpartum with a lot of ease. A lot of us do not understand that conceiving a baby is not just about the physical body, right? Many of us are still under the impression that you are planning for a baby. So, yes, you see what are your fertile days and you have intercourse. And because you've had intercourse, the sperm and the egg are going to fuse, and there's going to be, fertilization taking place, and hence a baby is going to be formed. Yes. But when we look at it from a holistic perspective or from a conscious perspective, what we have to understand is there are multiple facets to conceiving a baby. It is not just your physical union alone, right? You have to prepare mentally for it. You have to set the intention for welcoming the baby. So let me explain this in detail to you. So it's not enough if you just have sex. First, you have to prepare your body for it, right? Because only when you're preparing your body, like taking the right food and then exercising and sleeping enough, will your body become more healthy. And when your body becomes more healthy, your egg or your sperm is also going to become more healthy, right? But is taking care of your body alone enough? Definitely not. You have to take care of your mind as well, because if you are very stressed, then that is going to impact your health as well, your physical health as well. So then it is in turn going to affect the quality of your egg or your sperm. So when that is compromised, obviously the fertilization could also be compromised, and hence there could be mild discomforts or even major complications after there is conception, or sometimes no conception itself will take place, right? So now, how do you prepare your mind? First and foremost is spend some time for yourself and reduce the amount of stress, because we know for sure through science and research that stress can affect the quality of your sperm. It can affect ovulation and the quality of your egg as well, right? And if you go very in depth into it, stress can affect the DNA that the sperm and the egg are carrying. So this will in turn affect the DNA of your baby. So what will happen? We know that babies who are born from parents who are very stressed, both of them or any one of them was very stressed before conception, during conception, or during pregnancy, or even after the baby is born, the first 2 to 3 years, these babies tend to become more stressful when they become adults. They are more prone to becoming stressed. They are more prone to getting depression or other mental health disorders. Okay. Just like how we say, if, diabetes is genetic, you get it through your DNA. So if you do not lead a very healthy lifestyle, you have a very high chance of getting it. Now, in some studies, we do know that sometimes cancer can also be genetic. Similarly, even your mental status can be genetic, right? So now you know you have to take care of your mind. Now, what is the other facet? Is it enough? I'm very relaxed. I'm taking a healthy food and diet. Well, for majority of the cases, yes. This is just the general basic preparation to conceive a baby. But if you want to look at it holistically, what you have to do is think of the energy that we are giving out. Right, because when we look at what we humans know through science or through research or through maths or whatever it is, what our brains can assimilate, there is a limitation to it. Right. For example, our eyes can only see the frequencies of the Vibgyor colors, the rainbow colors, right? The primary colors. Similarly, our ears can only hear between the frequencies of 20 to 20,000 hertz. But does it mean that there is no sound above 20,000 hertz or below 20 hertz? Or does it mean that there is no other type of light frequency available other than these primary colors? No, right? There is so much more. So why do dogs react differently to sound? Why do some animals hear better frequencies? It is there, but we as humans do not are not aware and open and receptive to those, right? We're not physically ready, or we are not physically equipped to deal with those frequencies. Similarly, if you believe that there is energy around us beyond the powers of the human brain or the human body, have to understand that setting an intention and giving it to the universe, setting that energy and passing it on to the universe, saying, I am ready to receive my child, not only physically or mentally, but as a whole being, my whole energy is ready to receive this baby who is meant for me in this particular life. then this message gets across and the universe will start getting it for you. If you want to look at it scientifically, let me tell you, when you set an intention, we read a lot about manifestations, and the Secret Book is very famous because of its manifestation techniques, right? How does it work? It's not just about giving it to the universe. It's that we start believing in it when we manifest something. When we repeatedly write about it or we repeatedly think about it, we're not only sending the so-called message to the universe, but we are starting to believe in it slowly and slowly. Right? So when we start believing in it slowly and slowly, then automatically the message gets ingrained in our brain. When it gets ingrained in our brain, the brain will signal the remaining organs in our body to prepare for such an event. So when it is something like fertility and fertilization or getting a child, then your reproductive system will start working accordingly, right? It's going to become very healthy. It's going to produce a very healthy egg or a sperm. Similarly, the endocrine system that is responsible for all the hormonal exchange that's happening will also be prepared. So your whole body, your whole mind is also becoming prepared when you start manifesting and thinking about it, when you are ready to welcome the baby. So that is why I told that getting a baby may be only about sex for a lot of people, but it is not the case for everybody. If you are here watching this video, let me tell you, this was meant to happen. It means that you are ready to prepare yourself physically, mentally, and on the energy level. So think it's high time you start working on it. Now, let me tell you the other part. So we spoke about ourselves, right, as parents. Now, what about our baby? When parents are prepared before, at least 3 months before they conceive that child, we know that this is going to positively affect your baby's health lifelong into their adulthood. Indian scriptures tell us that if parents are well prepared and consciously take a decision to conceive a child, and they also are very conscious during pregnancy and after the child is born, these benefits will be carried out for 7 generations after us. How, you ask me? It is proven because it changes our DNA for good, right? Because all that message is carried over to our baby. So like I told you before, if you are stressed, then your baby is going to carry that gene. So similarly, if you are very conscious, you're relaxed, you're eating healthy, it is going to affect not only the physical health of your baby lifelong, but their emotional status and their energy levels as well. You will definitely see this once you conceive your baby and you are able to connect with your baby during pregnancy. It can be earlier than a lot of other mothers. You will be able to understand what your baby wants to tell you during pregnancy itself. And you will see it, you will sense it in the beautiful bond that you have with your baby after your baby is born. This bond is a bond that will last a lifetime. So that is why I tell you, look at conception not just as a physical aspect, but as a holistic aspect. Take care and have a happy, very conscious time conceiving your little precious bundle.